Today I'm with Aaron. We're gonna be talking about his comic collection. We're gonna be checking it out. I heard it's a lot of Deadpool themed. Check the sweater real quick. Let's go. How have you been collecting comics?
I just started recently just because I've had the money to. It's something that I've always wanted to get in, and something that I was like did as a child that taught me a lot about life lessons, and that's what really drew me to comics in the first place, was the life lessons that you can learn from it, and how everyday people and everyday struggles are really represented in that. So that's what really first drew me into it. But now, since I've been working at Cheesecake, I've had the money to kind of ball out with it. That's what I've been doing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All
but
right.
anyways. But yeah, man, this is the collection. And then he was on his way out, and he ran into Black Panther, and then he was he really had to drop a deuce, and then Black Panther was like, "No, what are you doing here?" Blah 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 blah, trying to interrogate him, and then they basically get into a fight, and he said, "I haven't had this much problems that has to do with the bathroom since I was in North Carolina." And that was around the time that all those laws were coming out. I'm like, no way! That's great. At that moment, I knew, this is my guy. This is my superhero right here, bro. And he's not a superhero. You call him what you want. He ain't that, and that's why I love him. Because he can say shit like that and get away with it.
So,
Will, aren't you from North Carolina?
No, I was stationed there.
I was stationed there. Yeah. Dude, that's what's great about Deadpool, though, is because he can say shit like that and get away with it. It's kind of allowed because of the person that he is. You know what I mean? That's something other Marvel people can't do. Major characters can't do.
Reed Richards can't do that shit.
Yeah, no, Reed Richards can't say that shit, bro. He can't get away with that. And that's what's great about his writing style and the writers first on and how it developed. There's really just we want this to be different. What's great about his origin story is, Slade Wilson is Deathstroke, and that's DC, and he's a complete rip off of Deathstroke. That's why he carries the two katanas and has guns. And
oh yeah, look at his mask.
Just a complete lazy rip on that, and it's a stoner character for stoner comic book. It's just we know who's reading this, and we're gonna do something for you. It's like when Marvel finally made a Deadpool movie. You know what I mean? It's kind of that's sort of a thing. It's just we've listened to the fans, we understand, we get where you're coming from, and so we're gonna scratch your back, because that's who pays their bills, you know what I mean? You don't give the fans what they fucking want. They're it's kaput. I'm gonna have to get used to this camera space. My favorite Deadpool comic, the one that I love most in my whole collection is this guy right here, is Deadpool's Art of War. Because I love Zen Buddhism and stuff like that, and that sort of philosophy. And this kind of takes that, but puts Deadpool's own spin on it. So basically what the story is that Deadpool is trying to sell a book, and the person says, well, we can't fund you because, there's no conflict going on, nobody wants to... Well, he finds of Suzuki's 12, steps to the Art of War, and he reads that book, and he's like, oh, I can put my own spin on this and, sell it. And the lady's like, well, this is a time of peace. Nobody wants to read a book about the Art of War when there's complete and total peace, you know what I mean? So Deadpool goes on his computer and is like, who's the best person to start a war? Loki, the mischievous one. And so he partners with Loki to start this war just so he can sell a book. It's great. It's a great concept. I really hope you guys pick it up and read it because it's great. I won't tell you any more about it, but this is a good comic book. But you don't have to take my word for it. Ba-dum-bum.